What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about the top 5 most heavily shorted EVs in the market as of right now. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with good old stock number 5, you do have Canoo, tickers GOEV. Friday did have a pretty epic day, went up 6.29%. Over the last 1 year, it is down 90.17, and in 2024, it is down 74.31. As of right now, 18.22% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 13.25 million shares overall are being shorted. Friday shorts did return roughly around 307,000 shares. Utilization 99.2. Cost to borrow average is fairly high, so 257.03%. On a side note, that is the annual rate. I've seen some people say and kind of interpret that wrong, so just be aware that shorts have really been getting back into this company over the last roughly 2-3 weeks. So it did have a low of around 12% to where it is now, so 18.2. So the sharks are starting to circle Canoo once again. Through IBKR does indicate around 100 shares is available. So kind of limited supply that could definitely benefit it going into this upcoming week. Moving on to stock number 4, you do have Workhorse. So that did go down 2.17% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, it is down 95.72. And in 2024, down 90.56. On Friday, shorts returned around 28,000 shares, kind of a drop in the bucket. 21.19% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 5.1 million shares. Utilization 85.37, and then short score is 83.35. Just so you're aware, this short score is comprised of basically 3 things: utilization, number of shares being shorted, and cost to borrow. So it's kind of compiled into a ratio. So once again, the higher the number, the higher the likelihood of a squeeze happening. Through IBKR, there's roughly around 25,000 shares available. So once again, something to kind of consider. Moving on to stock number 3, you do have NKLA, somewhat flat on Friday. Over the last 1 year though, it is down 82.6%. In 2024, down 74.74%. Right now, 23.63% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 11.62 million shares. On Friday, shorts did increase around 100,000 shares, give or take. Cost to borrow average is 324.79%. So very high stuff. Through IBKR does indicate kind of around close to 0. So 22, possibly 0 shares available to be shorted. So this was another one of those stocks that is very hard to borrow. So that could really benefit it going into this upcoming week. Moving on to stock number 2. So this is a weird one. It's been number 1 for, I think, the last 2 months consecutively. So it did get dethroned, and that is Lucid. So Lucid did go up 1.52% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, it is down 36.79%. And in 2024, it is down 4.51%. So making a lot of good momentum in that regard. Right now, 27.82% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 249.6 million shares overall are being shorted. Shorts increased 2.86 million shares. Cost to borrow average 8.89%. Utilization is 93.53. You can kind of see just shorts have been lingering with Lucid, and same goes for many other EVs for the most part, but they've been most likely anticipating a lot of negative data. Hasn't really come, so I think they've just been kind of maintaining their position for the most part. And cost to borrow average again isn't that high with Lucid, so 8.89% over a 1 year term is absolutely nothing. It's kind of pennies a day. So this is where you have shorts lingering, whereas, for instance, going back over to NKLA, for instance, with a cost to borrow of around 300%, that's like a percent a day roughly. So it's a big difference. So again, something to kind of consider. Moving on to stock number 1. And so this one actually wasn't even on this list, I don't believe, last week, but it kind of regained its throne, and that is MULN. So it did go down 10.04% on Friday. Over the last 1 year, down 99.62, and in 2024, it is down 98.5%. So like I said, it did get dethroned only by a minor amount, but 28.14% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 8.49 million shares. It is on the threshold list, so a very clear indication of obviously somewhat naked shorting in some aspects and something to just overall think about. But shorts did return about 726,000 shares on Friday. Cost to borrow average is 119.7%. Short score is 80.09, and then utilization is 52.53. Shorts have definitely gone back into this company. So like I said, ever since my last video, like it was roughly around here. So shorts, like they got out momentarily, but they really started to come back with a vengeance. So it went from roughly around 19% short interest to a peak of around 35.17. So shorts are all over MULN and many other EVs. So let me know your thoughts on that. And as a bonus, I'm going to go over the top 3 charging station companies, because interesting point. So the highest short interest for EVs is 28.14. They kind of blow all of these out the water. So starting off with stock number 3, you have EVGO. I'm going to save some time and not necessarily go over all this. So 1 year positive, year to date fairly positive. Despite that though, it is still crazily shorted. So 26.36% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 26.36 million shares. Cost to borrow average is fairly low, so 3.98. An interesting point, shorts have actually been returning quite a lot. So it was around 35% for the high. So it's interesting. Moving on to stock number 2. I do cover this one under financial journey, and that is ChargePoint. So this one is getting hit a little bit more. So not having the same luck as the previous company, down 74% over the last 1 year, down 20% in 2024, but 26.94% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 105.57 million shares. So on Friday, shorts did increase quite a lot, so 738,000 shares. Utilization is 86.01, and then cost to borrow average is 5.74. And moving on to the most heavily shorted, I guess, EV under the umbrella of EV, the whole sector, and that is BLNK. So that did go up briefly, 1.64% on Friday. It's been hit over this last give or take last month for the most part, but over the last 1 year, down 53.38, 2024 down 45.13, and pretty much the same thing goes for that 1 month chart right here. But 28.18% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 26.95 million shares. Absolutely crazy stuff. Cost to borrow average is fairly low as well, so 4.24%, and then utilization 88.14. Through IBKR does indicate around 300,000 shares is available to be shorted with this company. So let me know your thoughts. I know I did go through quite a lot of information. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Which of these stocks do you own? Is there any other EVs that you feel is a squeeze play, for instance? And maybe just didn't make this list, but let me know in the comments below. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it. They give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.